fair amount of talent pool at CDOT, CDAC, and other places, which in turn provided us the kind of human infrastructure we needed to build telecom throughout the country. Then the talent was only in the government. The only manufacturing company was Indian Telecom industry, and it started as written. So we decided to privatize telecom production, then mobile phones, operators came in, and just in a short span of 20 years, today we are roughly 900 million phones. We are a nation of a connected billion. The biggest challenge is to think about this connectivity in a different way, to see how we build a new nation in the back of this connectivity. Never in the history of India, India was connected the way India is connected today. Anybody can talk to anybody all over the country. And as a result, I believe first phase of the telecom revolution is over. The second phase of the telecom revolution is about to begin, and we don't know what that is. And that's why all this confusion. We must populate industry, policymakers, Department of Telecom, for operating companies, lots of entrepreneurs, all for taking us from 2 million to 900 million votes. It is not an easy task. And in the process, we have invented our own business model so our operators can survive in spite of very low ARPU compared to others. In US and Europe, if your ARPU is not $25, $50, you will be broke. In India, your ARPU could be $7 and you are still making money. So we have created our own indigenous business models to deliver services to large number of people. Unfortunately, everybody is unhappy. I find in India, everything is going well, but everybody feels bad. And I just don't understand. I had someone complaining to me in January saying, what is this? I am really frustrated. I said, what's the problem? He said, oh, my cost rate dropped, and I can't send enough messages, and he's complaining constantly. I said, look, you should be thankful that you are working out. When you look at the positive side of it. So I think when we talk about telecom, we must look at positive side of telecom growth. Scandals that people talk about, policy issues that people talk about, are all basically related to where we are in the overall telecom growth. We are at a crossroad. And most of our operators who build their business based on number of subscribers and SIM cards are running out of steam because that's over. That phase is over. How do you do? Some fabricated their numbers. But now you can't really go to investment bankers and say, value me based on my number of subscribers. So that phase is over. In the process for the next phase, nobody has thought through properly. And that's what we need to think through. Today, telecom is no longer about telephones. I mean, would you recognize Facebook as a telecom company? Twitter as a telecom company? And I can list about 10 these kind of innovations. These people take advantage of existing infrastructure that somebody has built using billions of dollars. And just write very innovative software to begin to capitalize on this asset. And then their valuations become absolutely skyrocketing. So today, to me, infrastructure is one piece of the puzzle. And that includes fiber optics, routers, switches, all of that hardware, software capability is taken from point A to point B. The real challenge is applications. What do you move it. If you can't do much with it, your business will not grow. So I will talk more about some of these challenges. We looked at this on the sideline about 10 years ago. And we realized that the next big challenge is going to be one, knowledge, and two, innovations. If India wants to take the next leap forward, you will have to take this connectivity of 900 million people and really need to develop local applications, local content, local delivery systems in local languages. In a sense, to strengthen Indian democracy, we will have to democratize information. Because today the poverty has got to do with poverty of information. And if we can begin to democratize information, we will begin to address a lot of the development issues. So right after 2004, we first set up a knowledge commission. The idea was to look at knowledge institutions and infrastructure India we need in the 21st century. We included things like access to knowledge, knowledge applications, services, creation of knowledge. And we looked at about 27 different subjects and spent 5 years putting together a document on doing that for knowledge. All of that is in the system. Just to give you an idea, in 2004, 10% of Indian kids would go to college. In 2014, 20% of the children that go to college. Nobody understands it. Nobody gives anybody credit for it. Telecom will play an important role in taking that number from 20 to 51. So right after that, we decided to introduce right to information. Right to information requires us to organize information in a manner we can access. So we decided to focus on building two major networks. One called Knowledge Network, which connects 1,500 nodes to 40 megabit bandwidth to connect all the universities, all our R&D institutions, all our libraries. That network is already built. 1,100 nodes are connected, and people are beginning to use this network, but we really don't know how to use it well. Because if somebody gives you 40 megabit bandwidth on optical fiber, what do you do with it? We don't have enough local content and local applications to use that kind of bandwidth. Second network that we are trying very hard to build and we haven't been very successful because of all kinds of internal conflicts, lack of management attention. And this network is designed to connect 250,000 local governments to optical fiber, called MRN. Once 250,000 local governments are connected to tens of gigabits of bandwidth, you will then begin to democratize information. While the telecom revolution and mobile revolution was going on all over the place, Internet came in and no one had thought of Internet. None of us really realized the power of Internet in the 80s. All of us based on two things. One, Internet, and two, the pace of mobile revolution. I don't know whether you have heard of this pace. McKinsey was asked to do a study for AT&T in mid-70s and early 80s on mobile phones. And their report came and said there are no more than 5 million potential customers in America for mobile phones. So AT&T did go into mobile phone. Finally, it cost them $16 billion to buy a company. So no one had any idea of the pace of growth in mobile phones. No one had ever thought of the internet in the way internet has came about. But internet has changed everything. It has changed business models, delivery systems, financial systems, government, education, health, agriculture, transportation. So the phase 2 of the Telecom revolution has to be thought in terms of all of these things, and not just telephone connectivity. First network, modern network cost us about 2 billion, NOFN is going to cost us about 6 to 7 billion. But these two networks are just for connectivity. Now we need platforms. So we are building UID platform, where we have connected or provided UID number to close to 600 million people. We are building GIS platform. So now you can tag every human being, you can tag every physical asset. Hospital, court, schools, railroad station, bus stand. This is going to cost us about 2 to 3 billion. Then we are creating platforms for data centers, cybersecurity, and all kinds of major applications. We are computerizing 32 million court cases, police stations, all prisons. This is part of the infrastructure that we are building to really make RTI more effective. Unfortunately, a lot of these things are under the radar and don't get the kind of public attention it deserves. No one knows that government of India is planning to spend, or has already spent a lot of it, 100,000 crores in democratizing information. So when I hear all this debate on TV about corruption, this and that, I go, that's what is going on. Telecom is such an important piece of infrastructure that we need today. And government, rightfully so, has paid attention. But we have not been able to actually talk about these issues. So only through this kind of connectivity, applications, we will see phase 2 of Telecom revolution on the road. So phase 2 is all about data, video, convergence, and then the concept of telecom industry will change. Cable TV people are also telecom people. Broadcast Prasar Bharati is also telecom. And this narrow view we had of telecom must change quickly to understand that telecom is more of a pervasive infrastructure. But it requires huge amount of effort in creating local content. Nobody is creating the kind of content we need to create for the country. We tried to take Indian manuscripts, for example. It took us almost 10 years to get million manuscripts computerized. We have 10,000 herbal medicinal plants which are unique to India. It took us 20 years to get database on these 10,000 herbal medicinal plants, genetic pool analysis, documentation, computerized database. All of this is done, but that's not enough. The kind of effort required to just document our Indian heritage is probably going to be an effort. So you got to look at these things in a very different time scale. Second phase of the Telecom revolution is definitely going to take 20 years. And nothing has happened in 2 or 5. That process is on. But for that process, what kind of policies we need is a big challenge. You know, when we were designing this NOFN network construction, I asked our engineers, is that can you imagine billion people in India doing Skype calls to see their grandchildren? What kind of traffic it will generate? These are networks designed to handle that kind of video traffic. And we have no expertise. So we went to Silicon Valley. We talked to people. We had a whole team together with experts from Google and YouTube and all. And we were surprised that almost all of the people who came to advise that all Indians, everyone. So you have that kind of talent, but that talent doesn't exist here. We have a huge challenge to find the right kind of high-level talent. When we were designing knowledge network, we needed high-speed routers. And we just didn't know what to do, so we were told actually you go to Cisco, or you go to IBM, and you go other people. So I knew of an Indian at Juniper, who was the founder of Juniper, Chief Technology Officer. So I called him. I never met him. I called him on phone. I said, can you come and spend a day with me to teach me as to what this high-speed router technology is, where it is going. He flew in a week, came to Chicago, spent a whole day with me on my board, educated me. And then he said, what do you want me to do? I said, go to India. Meet his authority. He came here at no expense. Met his authority. And then we understood the challenge we had. So on the one hand, we know we have a lot of talent. On the other hand, there is no talent. The only way to bring this talent is to network with large number of people in Silicon Valley. Because they are up there. They know how to calculate traffic for 500 billion side calls. And what would you need to build a network like this? So today when we go from phase 1 to phase 2, infrastructure is one piece. Application is going to be the driver. Because if you build the right infrastructure, you build agriculture. I have been fighting with the system for the last 3 years to build a special institute for IT and agriculture. And everybody says,